first thing that I would like to discuss with you here is no time wasted. Now, when we look at our day, when we look at 24 hours every single day, we have a very uh, good understanding that each one of us, we have only 24 hours in a day. We don't get any more of time, no matter how much we need it. Many a times you might feel that I do not get time to exercise, I do not get time to take a stroll, I do not get time to spend a quality time with my family. You keep on cribbing about time. But today we are going to look deeper into our existing timetable. We are going to check. This is kind of a reminder for you to check yourself and ask yourself what are the areas where this time is, you're trying to hold it and it is just leaking out of your hands and you are not aware of it. Let us see what we can do here. Why does 8 hours of work look different for two people? One gets average results, another skyrockets. The thing is, it's not the hours you put in, it's what you put into the hours. So basically, being busy and being productive are two different things, right? Being busy is something that we have somehow in the society, we have fantasized it, we have exaggerated being busy, and we have given it as a certificate for people who hustle. But the thing is, it is not about how many hours you're putting into something. How much work you're putting into every hour is something which matters. So I want you people to take a pause and ask yourself that when you sit to work, are you genuinely giving your 100% in that duration of time towards your work? Or are you everywhere all the time and you do not get any productive work done? For an example, you're sitting in front of your computer with tens of tabs open, you're doing 10% in every area. Do you think you'll find some incredible um, success in any one of them? No. The thing is, I'm not saying that don't manage all the tasks which are assigned to you. What I mean to say is that when you are doing one thing, put your 100% of attention. Your attention is the currency. Put 100% of your attention in doing just that. If you split your attention into multiple things, you are spreading yourself very thin. And when you do so, you produce mediocre results from all the areas. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to get laser focused in one area while once we finish this one tab, we'll move to the next one. Not like we are going to take care of five things at the same time. Why I'm saying this with so much confidence? Because in my experience of a decade of training people on self transformation, I've observed that when you spread yourself so thin, when you say that I'll work on A, B, C, D, and E, you actually do not get anything finished. When you work in a sequential manner, I'll finish A and then I'll jump to B. I'll finish B, then I'll jump to C. What happens is your brain has this satisfaction. Okay, fine, A is done. Okay, fine, A and B, two things are done. Oh, fine, three things are done. I'm more than 50%, I'm 60% ahead. So, this is how you gain more confidence, and the chances that you will finish all the tasks increase. Fine. So, the problem is, most people treat time as linear. You feel that you need to put in more hours of your time to create that extraordinary world class work that you want to contribute towards the society. The issue is that when you are stuck in this mindset, when you are not ready to expand yourself out of this 24 hours cage, the thing is you are working hard without compounding results. So you're doing the work, you're getting the result. You're doing the work, you're getting the result. You're not leveraging on the compound effect of it. How to do that? Let me give you an example. Answering 100 emails per day, if that is something which is your job's requirement. So what you can do is you can create a template and you can just do some tweaks here and there. You can use AI, you can use uh, excuse me, you can use the modern tools with the help of which you will just spend 30 minutes per day and you'll be able to send all of these 100 emails. In comparison with what you used to do, that every single email you're doing the work again and again and again. So, what I mean to say here is that look at your work life, find out what are the things which you do on a regular basis, kind of a repetition of the task. Find out can you find some alternative to make your task easier, right? Um, there is one saying which stays with me, that is called simplify to amplify. If you want to amplify your impact, if you want to reach out to more people, if you want to make yourself so big that you are contributing in a major way, in an impactful way towards making this world a better place, you would have to take care of these teeny tiny energy leaks also. Okay, and you would have to find out the ways where you can reduce the time that you invest, or invest it once and leverage it multiple times. Okay, so stop spending time, start multiplying time, right? Think in these ways. Think, how can you simplify stuff? How can you create frameworks? How can you create roadmaps? How can you create templates so that you can just copy paste and use it multiple times? Create your IPs for your personal transformation. Okay? The first, I'm going to give you some examples. Automating repeated tasks. For an example, manually sending reminder emails to clients every week, what you can do is you can set up automation once. Once you set up this automation, every week the emails will keep on going. It will not require your time and attention. Your time and attention is freed there. You can take care of something else, right? The thing is, I want you people to remember this. I know a lot of you are tech savvy, you know this already, but the issue is many a times we do not remember that this technology is our biggest slave these days. We forget to leverage it as much as we can. Okay, so I want you people to find out ways, what are the things that you can do so that you can automate your repeating tasks. Building assets instead of outputs. So, for an example, delivering the same training live every week. If you have to do something live every week, what you can do is you can do the recording of the training once and it keeps on reaching hundreds of people whenever it is required, right? Even when you're sleeping. So, what you're doing, you're building your assets. When you are training your probably your um, employees, when you train your subordinates, if there is some training which needs to occur again and again, you can record it once and you can play it again and again. Again, I would like to remind you, use technology as your slave. Remember that what are the areas where you are investing your time, effort, and energy. Make sure that when you invest your time and energy somewhere, you build an asset there which can be used again and again. Excuse me. Delegating and documenting. Explaining the same process to your team members again and again. In place of this, what you can do is you can create SOP, you can create a Loom video, and that you can share with all of your members. So once you create something like this, I told you, create frameworks, create steps, create SOPs. When you create all these things, not only your brain will have a clearer, organized idea, but it will be easier for you to transfer that knowledge, right? The the most important thing is, if you're building a business, especially, find out the ways you can become replaceable. Replaceable in the chores. Find out how can someone, you can hire someone and that person can take care of certain things that you're taking care of. You take care of only the major part of your business, right? The real part of the business where your brain, your knowledge, your time is required. Other than that, all the chores, find out resources, right? Manual, automatic, technical, virtual, I don't care, but find out resources so that you keep on delegating this work to other people so that your brain has got some space to think about things. um, I want you to understand this, that human brain is the most creative when it is not stressed up. When you know that you do not have hundreds of small little things to take care of, that is when you can become very creative and you can find out some unique outcomes. You can find out some unique methods of taking care of a job. Okay, so I'm going to give you 1 minute of time, and in this 1 minute, I want you people to find out how you're going to use this time leverage in your day-to-day life. Don't just ask, what do I need to finish today? Ask, what can I set up today that will save me time every day after this? Every day, think about it. If you keep your focus here, you will definitely find a couple of things in your day-to-day life which you can automate and you can keep on following the same kind of template. Okay, so you are going to do this activity in the next 1 minute with me. Write down your last 24 hours. Circle the tasks that move the needle, which means the task which really creates some impact, which you've done in the last 24 hours. cross the tasks that were wasted energy, right? For an example, watching 10 minutes of reel is 1 hour gone. You think that you'll watch just for 10 minutes, but it's never 10 minutes. You know that, right? Instead, batch your work and use that hour to prepare for tomorrow's meeting. So, what is this? This is leverage. Fine. So, what are we going to do? We are going to find time. Okay, this is time audit. I want all of you people to find out time in your 24 hours, previous 24 hours, and be mindful of doing the same in the future also. Your time starts now. I hope that you people got clarity in what you did in the past 24 hours and you did a quick time audit for yourself. Because once you start searching for those tasks and those projects, you quickly find them in your day to day life.